Yes, everybody. Russ for the West Ham Network. It's Friday. Good morning. We've done another week, my friends. Congratulations. And we don't have West Ham to ruin it this weekend, obviously playing on Monday. But I wanted to bring some news that's broken over the last sort of 24 hours regarding the backroom staff, or the non-playing staff rather. We've spoken a lot about players. We've been linked with players in, players out. We'll have more of them to talk about Hammer's headlines for sure. But according to reports, West Ham, if I press the right button might help. He almost lost me then. What a shame. West Ham are, according to reports, looking at bringing in Dan Ashworth in the summer to work alongside Carl McCauley and Graham Potter, and in essence bringing the band back together. Now, that's according to reports. West Ham are working on a deal to appoint the ex-Man United and Newcastle and Brighton and West Brom recruitment chief. We have apparently been on the search for a new sporting director following the department of Tim Snyder, and have been interested in making a move for Ashworth. Obviously made his name at West Brom, Brighton, and also at the FA. We know that the 54-year-old has worked closely with Graham Potter during their time at Brighton. He was appointed sporting director of Man United last summer and arrived in July before leaving the club just 5 months later. Seemed like 5 minutes. It was claimed the decision for the transfer guru to move on was a mutual one after reports suggested his transition had not been smooth. And indeed, the appointment of Ruben Amorim was the camel that broke the straw's back. Really, he didn't want Amorim, but he was they thrusted him upon him. Obviously, we already got Carl McCauley, head of recruitment, following Potter's arrival. The pair working together pretty much every club that Potter's worked at. But what's interesting to see is the move for, or the apparent move for, Ashworth. This has not necessarily been debunked by Claret and Hugh, but yesterday evening they spoke to their top source, and we know who their top source is, to determine whether there's any truth to the rumour, and in response, that basically completely contradicts the early speculation, and somewhat poured cold water on a potential Potter Ashworth reunion. They basically said, they were quoted on Claret and Hughes saying, "At the moment, we are a very happy ship. So why rock the boat?" Which would assume they weren't a happy ship previously. And they also claimed that we really are broke and close to the FFP rules. We have to sell before we buy transfers. And this, i.e. bringing in Ashworth, would be a significant overhead. Despite the fact also we've also paid 1.2 million in compensation to Chelsea for getting Carl McCauley. My yin to the yang to that is, we're not going to say we've got money. We're not going to say that, because if we say we've got money, then we'll pick up the phone to a club and ask to buy their player, and they know we've got money, so they go, actually, yeah, it's going to cost da. This contradicts, again, a further report, which was done by Shane Thomas at The Athletic, which said that they were going to back Potter with money in the summer. He's the right man for the job. So you can't say one thing in one way and then say the same thing in the other way. To me, it sounds more a case of, we're not going to get Ashworth because, we haven't got any money. It's going to take the pay packet is going to be significant. If you don't renew Danny Ings' contract, he's £125,000 a week. That saved you £125,000 a week. And I wouldn't say that someone like Ashworth is going to come in and be on £125,000 a week. Far from it. So I take everything with a pinch of salt, both sides. I take the rumour. I can see the reason why. I mean, even at Brighton, there was the three of them plus the current sporting director at Chelsea. There was actually a team of four in Brighton. For me, there is definitely a football operations type gap in our setup. Yes, Tim Snyder might not have been someone who necessarily found players. He might have found some, but some were found and brought to him. That's why he had people like Maximilian Khan in there to put forward names for him to then look at. But to be fair, he got deals done. Whether Some, in some might have overpaid for some or the wrong deals, but deals were done. I can't see at the moment with Potter's role being a head coach, with Carl McCauley being head of recruitment. There still needs to be someone overseeing that from a footballing operations perspective, and I think that's where Dan Ashworth comes in. I would not be surprised to see Dan Ashworth in the West Ham setup this summer, and that could well be the plan, but the rumour's been released, and so part of counteracting that is to say, no, we don't got no money, we can't do it. How many times have we said that? Crescencio Somerville was never going to sign for us. He's in a West Ham shirt. This person's not going to sign for us. We're not interested in him. We sign him. Everything has to be taken with a pinch of salt. Same as all the transfer rumours. People have been criticising me recently. Oh, we're never going to sign this player. I actually say I don't think we're going to sign this player, but it's been reported, so we'll talk about it because there's been some sort of news, whether it's coming from the agent or whether it's coming leaked from somewhere else. There's also, stories don't just materialise out of thin air. They have to have some sort of substance. Whether that substance is very small or very large, that's up to you to understand and go through it. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Ashworth in the setup at West Ham. It just makes sense. I just think it makes sense. And if they're investing money into the likes of Carl McCauley, they've invested money into people like Maximilian Khan. Obviously, they've invested in Graham Potter to come in, and Graham Potter, and obviously Lopetegui to leave. I think it also depends maybe on when we finish in the league this year, because obviously if we finish where we are now compared to if we're 5 places above us, that's another £15 million in the kitty. So we'll wait and see. Last night we had the debut episode of Hammer's Hot Takes with former West Ham youth team player Dan Blewett, and with Ryan from West Ham Fan TV, Alex. We also had Grace from Grace Wild Football talking about the London Stadium, talking about David Moyes, talking about Potter, talking about the worst signings, talking about the number 6 shirts, loads of stuff, and make sure you check that out. It's good, really good fun, and you guys voted in your droves as well, so it's fantastic to see. So thank you very, very much for your opinions, and well done to Ludders. Ludders won a signed Trevor Brooking picture, so we'll get that sent out in the weekend. Also to everyone else who won prizes recently, I hope to have time to do it today, so I can get them all sent out over the weekend for you. Some of you, particularly those who across the pond, might not get them until probably whenever. I don't know how it works over there. Later on, we'll have the Graham Potter press conference, which will be this afternoon. The synopsis of that, and then we'll have Hammer's headlines later on. We might have the Late Show with Irish Tommy, and then on Monday, over the weekend, we'll have an interview, an Oppo chat with Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic, a big Newcastle fan. We had him on for the away game, so we'll have him back on. And we've got the next series of the Why do we play in Claret and Blue? That will be on the weekend as well. And then Monday comes along with Stat Attack and stuff like that, and getting ready for the game. So loads to come in. So make sure you subscribe and hit bell notifications so you don't miss any content at all. And until next time, my friends, take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, and come on, you bloody irons. Much love. Have a great day. Speak to you later. Much love.